What's up, guys? Lone Noob here, and okay, I get it. I need to explain where my absence has been. Fine, where I've been, got it. Gonna explain that shit. So, anyway, this is literally just a video that I had laying around. I have not recorded one in a while. I haven't been here to do things, and this is just to, I don't know. See, look, host migration right in the beginning. That's how much shit you know this is gonna go through. Okay. So the reason I haven't made a video in a long time, it starts about a week ago. I was just sitting around playing video games, and I thought, you know what? I could use some tasty Subway. And the thing is, you can clearly tell I was out of my mind when I said that, because if I thought Subway sandwiches were tasty, then I'm on some kind of fucked up drugs. So I got in my car. This was at like 2 in the morning, and luckily the Subway, you know, local Subway here is 24 hours, so I figured why not get a sandwich. So I'm driving along, and I turn, and all of a sudden, as I'm turning across traffic, this really nice fucking car whips out of nowhere and sideswipes me. And now I'm perfectly fine because I've got skin made of fucking titanium aluminum. But I get out of the car to see who hit me, and out of this really nice car, I shit you not, comes Sean Connery. And he looks at me and he says, "I'm sorry, laddie, I didn't see you there." And I was like, "Oh, it's okay, Mr. Connery, that's fine." And he goes, "Listen, do you want to help me shave the world?" And I thought he meant shave the world, so, you know, bit of misunderstandings, and I'm sitting in the fucking middle of a road holding a razor and with a very excited look on my face. So anyway, we exchanged information, Connery goes away, and I'm trying to get my ass to the Subway. I will pay for the damages later, but I'm just way too fucking hungry for this shit. So I go into the Subway, and I notice that for some reason the only thing they have in is fucking tuna with Parmesan cheese. And who the fuck wants to eat tuna with Parmesan cheese? I don't even know why they stock that shit. So I figured, you know, make the best of a bad situation. I'll just get tuna, apply some different cheese or whatever. I don't understand what I'm doing. So I go there, and I talk to the kid, and he's all like, "Oh, would you like to try this?" And I said no, because fuck you. So I order my sub, go up to the counter, and all of a sudden, I reach into my pocket, and there is a fucking, what the fuck are they called? Black Widow, no, Black Mamba spider. Like, whatever the fuck they're called. Black Recluse, Brown Alabama, whatever. Those spiders that fuck people up. And I flip the fuck out because it starts crawling up my arm. And I am just caught, like, I am fucking pissing myself. And the kid who's working there notices it, and he's like, "Dude, you got a spider on your arm, oh my god!" And I'm like, "No shit, Captain Ahab, fucking help me." So he grabs one of the leftover stale rolls in the back, like, you know, the bread that they don't sell. Literally smacks this fucking spider off of my arm. And I don't know what hurt more, just getting hit or fucking watching the spider's dreams get crushed. And he goes flying across the restaurant, lands on a lady's sandwich, but at this point he's actually like injured from the fucking bread smack. Excuse me. And so he's just like twitching around on the bread, and you can tell that he just wants to fucking die and have his miserable life ended. And this lady starts screaming, but not like regular screaming, like fucking out of breath. I'm having a fucking panic attack, screaming like, like shit like that. Like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. So I just turn to her and I say, "Lady, you know, it's injured, kill it with a napkin." And then I shut up. So she fucking gets out, literally, she grabs the napkin roller, the whole napkin roller, not the fucking napkins inside, but those plastic things that dispense napkins, just smashes the shit out of this spider. And oh my god, it just gets all over her food, it gets on her, it's just fucking gross. I got some on my leg, I almost fucking vomited, but luckily I've got a stomach lined with pure fucking titanium. I have a lot of titanium body parts ever since the war. So anyway, this dude is like, "Oh man, well, your sandwich comes to $5.99. And I'm like, "Bitch, you are not fucking charging me for a sandwich that I'm eating at this tainted restaurant." So I'm done with this shit. I'm fucking done. So I get out of there and I figure I'll go to Wendy's. Wendy's is a good, respectable restaurant. I'll go there. You know, whatever. I get to Wendy's and there's like 4 cops outside, like cars. So there's probably upwards of 5 to 26 cops in there. And apparently, I don't know what's going on. They're all like crowding the building. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on? I go up to one of the cops. I'm like, can I just have some fucking Wendy's? And they're like, sir, you need to stay away from the building. There is a drunken lunatic in there, and he is very dangerous. And I look inside. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. It's Sean Connery. I don't know what the fuck he did between hitting me and going off, but apparently he's on a bender without his shirt and just screaming anti-Semitic remarks in broken Scottish. And he's just screaming something about, like, he's like, my chicken nuggets! Some shit like that. I don't know. My accent is terrible. Like, I've been told that out of a competition between a retarded 5th grader and a dying puppy, my Sean Connery is like 3rd on that list. So anyway, Sean Connery's in there, the police are there, they fucking whip out the tasers. Like, I have never been in a situation where tasers are warranted. I've never had the chance to say, don't tase me, bro, or any of that shit. But they pull out those fucking stun guns. One cop runs in there, fires, misses. I don't know what kind of jujitsu, like, ancient Hebrew magic Sean Connery is pulling out there, but the spirits of Thailand fucking align just right to let him get out of the way of that vicious blow. He counterattacks by fucking whipping... Oh my god, what was it? I think it was like... It was this weird... Fuck... Okay, you know those, like, Angry Birds plushies? It was one of those, and yet, like, the fur had been torn off somehow. So it was just this, like, ball of fluff with googly eyes. But he throws that at him, and the cop's just kind of like, what the fuck? And at this point, Sean Connery literally looks at him and growls like a bear, like, and fucking sumo suplexes the fuck out of him. He grabs the cop by the hips and just wonton flips him over his shoulder. He lands like half on the counter, bends in a way that seems unnatural for any human who is not a contortionist, flops to the ground, he's done, out cold. This prompts the other cops to just want to fucking bombard themselves in there. And, you know, just whatever. So they launch all these tear gas grenades in there. Like, they got, like, them on standby. And they just throw a couple of them in there. And Sean Connery's just screaming. He's like... Like, he's really fucking pissed and hammered. And I'm just laughing my ass off. And they, sir, please do not laugh at Sean Connery. So, you know, I don't give a fuck. So, they just run in there, okay, not guns a-blazing. That would be a little ridiculous. But they go in there with these nightsticks and, like, these handcuffs and fucking zip ties, and Sean Connery's just fighting them off. He's like, ah, blah, and he knocks out like a good 3 or 4 more of them before they tackle him to the fucking ground, and they pull him out, they put him in the back of a squad car, and you can just see, like, he's got this very surly look, and like 2 minutes later, he starts projectile vomiting. Like, I don't know if you've seen regular vomit, like fucking school ground vomit that's a bit chunky, you know, kind of looks like mashed egg yolk. This was fucking consistent, solid, projectiled, transmitted, like he was wishing through sheer willpower vomit. It sprayed in through the little grate that they use in cop cars and went to the front seats. It was disgusting. And I almost lost my appetite, except I had the fucking hunger of a badger who hadn't had sex since mating season. So I went inside the Wendy's, and I said, listen, lady, I don't know what the fuck was that. I don't know what the fuck Sean Connery's doing here, but I want a fucking McChicken sandwich. And that's when I realized my biggest mistake. I went to a Wendy's and I said McChicken sandwich. McChicken, what the fuck is wrong with these saying McChicken? I had basically just become an African American from Africa, gone to a KKK rally, danced around naked, and stolen a white woman. That's how bad I had just fucked up. And the lady just looked at me and she went, did you really just say McChicken? And then these 2 burly fucking dudes, like, I'm talking after hours at the nightclub across the college, nightclub bouncers, come in there, and they look at me and they say, sir, you're gonna have to come with us. And I'm scared to all shit, because I realized, like, I fucked up. I didn't realize that saying that in Wendy's was that big of a deal. So I whip around, and I like, kind of stare. It's like my go-to defense move. I stare out the back window, like there's something really fucking captivating out there. Like, I'm watching a homeless person do Shakespeare all by himself while simultaneously conducting an opera. That captivating. And they both whip around. I go down, do a split that I learned in gymnastics when I was 9, and I double punch them right in the fucking testicles. Just right in their testicles. because this is a very, you know, useful move. Oh, pure energy. And, you know, the first one's like, ah! And he falls down. The second one, I think I nicked him a bit, so I kind of, like, pinched his testicle skin a bit. You know, I didn't really deliver the knockout blow. But he's obviously shaken. He kind of reaches out to me like Frankenstein's monster trying to grab the last piece of cake. He's like, ah! But, you know, I've clearly learned from the Sean Connery incident how to avoid these things. So I duck, I open the door, and I bolt. I'm fucking running, like, I somehow get to these woods, these, like, forest areas, and it's fucking dark, and I'm scared, but I'm running, because I do not want to turn around and face these fucking guys, because obviously they are fucking coming after my dick. So I'm just, like, bolting, and I'm not screaming, but I'm kind of like, like, you know, making noise of a wounded deer, having just realized that it's about to become a meal for some shitty hunter. And, like, all of the fucking sudden, I get behind the clearing, and who do I see covered in vomit and still saying ethnic slurs? Sean Connery. Yeah. Sean fucking Connery. And I look at him, and I said, Mr. Connery, what the fuck are you doing here? And he looked at me and he said, well, laddie, this is all a dream. And then I woke up. Truth is, I've made up this entire story on the spot, and none of this really happened. I was away for school, and then I went on vacation for spring break, but I'm back, gonna be bringing you more videos. Thanks for sticking with me if you have. If you unsubscribed, may your mother be fucked in the ass by Stalin. I gotta go and teach Chinese kids what it's like to be American. See ya!